Hey Credit Warriors, Credit Shifu here. Well, British Airways has just unveiled its new business class product and it is very exciting. We've known this was coming for quite a long time. The rumors were going around last year. The CEO, Alex Cruz, had said a new business class would be coming in 2019. Some people suspected that it would be just a little bit of a revamped version of the old style, still having forward and backwards facing seats. If you've ever checked out or been on British Airways business class, it looks like this.
Let's just share a few pros and cons of this seat. Great for a couple or family, since it's like your own private enclosure. I was going to say private suite, but that sounds a little too fancy. If you're traveling alone, the window seats offer the most privacy. The aisle seats feel quite exposed, like this.
I took it about a year ago to fly to the UK. It does have forwards and backwards facing seats in a 242 configuration on the 747 and 777, and on the 787 it's 232, but it is high density, okay? And it's kind of awkward on takeoff and landing because you end up facing, possibly facing a total stranger, because you have to have a partition down that separates the two seats. You can obviously put that up after takeoff and, you know, whatever. But no, all those fears have been pushed aside because yesterday, the 18th, British Airways unveiled a load of images of what their new business class will look like. It's first coming in on the Airbus A350, which they're going to take delivery of this year, this summer. More on that in just a moment. But it is a 1-2-1 configuration on the A350. There are no rear-facing seats. Everything faces diagonally forward. It is I believe they call it a reverse herringbone, you know, configuration. It's kind of like a fish tail. Okay, so the seats face diagonally forward. The cool thing is they seem to have taken inspiration from Delta, which has given its business class a door. Okay, every seat has a door, and British Airways has done the same thing. So they're actually called Club Suites. All right, British Airways business class is called Club World. This particular configuration of it is called Club Suites because each business class seat has its own door. Okay, so it is very, very cool, very swanky. In the middle seats, you won't quite have the same sort of connection with your seatmate, with the person next to you. It's a bit more private. Now, probably for a couple or a family, you know, sitting together, that would be less desirable, but if you were in a middle seat with a total stranger, then obviously that is going to be a desirable thing, right? You don't want to have, like, you know, sort of close, you want to have privacy from the person in the seat next to you. There's 40% more storage, and the old business class was a little bit low on storage. You just had like one drawer by your seat, which fitted a few things. There were overhead bins and stuff, but it was kind of low on storage. So 40% more storage is great. There's going to be Wi-Fi on the A350. It comes with USB and charging stations. Another big thing is that the in-flight entertainment system will be usable gate for gate. So in the older business class on British Airways, you have to actually pull out the screen. Now on the new configuration of it, the screen, you don't have to pull it out. So it will be usable gate to gate, all right? You'll be able to watch it while you're taking off. So that's definitely a big plus. If you have a look at the seat, they've got the car style seat belt, goes over your shoulder. Not sure if I'm really a fan of that. It might get in the way when you're sleeping, although there will be a bedding pad that goes over the seat, so you might not feel it. I'm not sure about that, but it does definitely look better. As to whether the seat is wider or not, it didn't say anything about the width of the seat in the press release. I hope it is a little bit wider because the current British Airways business class seat is a little bit on the narrow side, especially when you compare it with other things like the massive seat on Singapore Airlines.
Okay, so I'm on the plane, and this is literally the biggest seat I have ever been in. Look at the size of this thing.
I mean, that's just overkill, but you know, a little bit wider would definitely be nice. British Airways CEO Alex Cruz said they have listened to customers' feedback in designing this business class, and direct aisle access is certainly something that customers ask for, as well as increased privacy. Bringing in this new business class is part of a £6.5 billion or $8.6 billion investment program in British Airways that's going to feature new planes. It's going to feature new you know, updates to business class and first class and World Travel Plus as well. Now, this business class will be first installed on the new A350s that British Airways is getting this summer. First of all, for a couple of months, it'll run between London and Madrid, and then as of October 1st, 2019, it will actually be moving on to long-haul routes. So I really hope that they're going to fly it between London and New York. That would be excellent. And then in 2020, this new business class is going to be added to other planes across the fleet. So hopefully they'll be, retrofitting some of their older, 777s. I don't know whether they're going to fit the 747 because it is being retired, I believe, by 2024. So it might just be phased out. There's probably not any point them updating the business class. But probably the 777, I'm hoping will get updated. Now you can book this business class for 50,000 avios, the current version of it, London to New York. So a long haul flight, one way, 50,000 avios. At peak times it's 60,000, but if you are flexible with your dates, you can normally get off peak. Now you do get hit with quite large taxes and surcharges, so it ends up you're paying for like maybe most of the price of an economy ticket and then plus points to get business class. It's not the best redemption. You tend to get about 1.5, maybe 2 cents in value per point if you're lucky. Probably not though. Normally like 1.5, 1.4 cents in value. But you can earn British Airways Avios pretty easily. They're a transfer partner of both Chase and American Express. American Express often does promotions where they allow you to transfer at a 1 to 1.4 or 1.5 ratio. So they had that running last summer, last fall actually, 1.4 transfer ratio over to British Airways. There's also the British Airways Visa card from Chase with a very, very big sign-up bonus. I'll put that on screen for you guys to check out. It's kind of a staggered thing. You have to do it in steps, but you can get a huge sign-up bonus on that card. So British Airways certainly is a very easy company to accumulate a lot of their miles. They're also useful for flying on American Airlines in the US as well. So what do I think about this? Well, I certainly am very pleased to see British Airways finally getting a business class that is going to be competitive with other products, with other companies, because it really was lagging behind the old version. They hadn't updated it since it had been brought in. They made updates to the soft product, but not the hard product. But I do have a little bit of a suspicion that maybe award redemptions will be affected, whether that's the amount of points you need for a redemption going up, possibly, I don't know, possibly could happen, or award space being less because, it's a nicer product, it's more valuable, they need to get more people, paying customers in seats to, make it profitable, etc. So those are all possibilities that we should probably watch out for with this, but it is inevitable. It needed to be updated, and it looks like it's been updated in a really, really nice way. So guys, what do you think about this? Leave your comments below. If you want to take business class flights, why not get yourself a travel credit card where you can collect points, including British Airways miles, American Express rewards points, all that kind of stuff. We'll put some of our favorite travel credit cards in the links below for you to check out. As always, it is an affiliate link, so if you want to see the advertiser disclosure, it's at the bottom of the description section of this video. Please subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.